If you're thinking about moving to Tampa, choosing the right suburb can make or break your entire experience. Tampa Bay is adding tens of thousands of new residents every single year, and while some suburbs are thriving because of that growth, others are struggling under that same weight of it. Some areas look incredible online, brand new homes, shiny amenities, and great prices. But once people move in, they're shocked by the traffic, the long commutes, and the day-to-day frustration. So in this video, I'm breaking down the 12 best Tampa suburbs everyone is moving to, and more importantly, why people are choosing them and why some people end up disappointed if they don't know what they're getting into. This is not hype. This is real world livability. Starting this list at number 12 is Brandon, and this is where a lot of people moving to Tampa land typically first. So Brandon has historically been one of the most affordable high volume suburbs in the Tampa Bay area. It sits just east of Tampa, offers quick highway access, and has no shortage of shopping and big box retail. Home prices here are typically lower than Tampa proper, which makes Brandon really attractive for first-time homebuyers, renters, and families trying to get into the market. But here's where the expectations matter. Brandon is an older, high-density suburb, and in many areas you can see signs of strain, aging infrastructure, heavier traffic, less reinvestment compared to newer communities. This doesn't mean that Brandon is unsafe or unlivable. It just means you're choosing function over lifestyle. So Brandon works best if your affordability is top priority and you understand what you're trading off. So if you want something newer and a bit more polished, let's move to number 11. Number 11 is Riverview. Riverview has exploded in growth over the last 20 years, and it continues to attract families priced out of more central Tampa neighborhoods. You'll find newer housing, developments, larger homes, access to A-rated schools, and a more moderate price point. It's especially popular with families that are in military households because of its proximity to MacDill Air Force Base. Now, the trade-offs. Riverview has what we call destination deficit. There's no real town center, and you're driving for almost everything. Commutes in Tampa can stretch during peak hours, and appreciation tends to be kind of steady rather than explosive. Riverview is a practical choice. It's not a lifestyle choice. Coming in at number 10 is the Epperson Lagoon, and this is where suburban living around Tampa starts to look very different. This isn't just another neighborhood with a pool and a clubhouse. Epperson is built around a massive crystal clear lagoon, more than 7 acres, with white sand beaches, paddleboards, kayaks, water slides, food trucks, live music, and community events. Unlike most amenities that sit unused, this lagoon becomes the daily social hub. Families use it, neighbors meet each other, there's real energy here. People moving to Epperson are usually lifestyle first buyers, young families, remote workers, and people who want their neighborhood to feel like a part of their everyday life. Homes range from the high 200s into the $1 million range. Quite amazing. Now here's the honesty piece. Epperson sits squarely in the Wesley Chapel growth zone. That means traffic, construction, and higher CDD fees than traditional suburbs. If you need a fast downtown commute or hate ongoing development, this may not be your spot. But if you're willing to trade convenience for a lifestyle you can't generally get elsewhere, Epperson earns its place. Coming in at number 9 is Two Rivers, one of the most ambitious master plan communities ever attempted in the Tampa region. This is not a finished suburb. Two Rivers spans thousands of acres and is designed to become a fully self-contained community with homes, schools, retail, recreation, a private golf course, and even a surf park. People moving here are long-term planners, families, and buyers willing to get in early and wait for the vision to fully materialize. Homes here are going to start in the low to mid 300s and scale into luxury pricing. Here's the trade-off. There is active construction, amenities are still rolling out, and communities into Tampa can reach 40 to 50 minutes. You're paying today for a lifestyle that's still being built. This is a 3 to 5 year plan, not a move in and it's a done suburb. Quick question. Are you watching this because you're planning to move to Tampa, or are you already living here? Let me know in the comments. Coming in at number 8 is Wesley Chapel, one of the fastest growing suburbs in the Tampa Bay area. New homes here, major retail, medical campuses, gyms, national brands have poured into this area. Home prices typically range around the mid 400s to the low 600s, which attracts families relocating from higher cost states. But here's where people get caught off guard. Are you ready? Growth has outpaced the infrastructure, so traffic is heavy, construction feels constant, and commutes into Tampa are longer than what most people expect. So Wesley Chapel looks amazing online, but the day-to-day reality is where frustration can honestly set in. This works best if you're flexible and you're patient. Number 7 is New Tampa. New Tampa sits between older established suburbs and newer growth zones, and that balance really matters. Homes here are largely built from the late 90s through the mid 2010s, meaning infrastructure is in place, landscaping is mature, and construction, those headaches are very, very minimal. Prices typically range from the mid 400,000s into the 600,000s. So this attracts families who like Wesley Chapel on paper, but wanted something a little bit more settled. Commutes can still be 30 to 45 minutes. The nightlife is limited, but for stability, New Tampa is a very safe bet. Coming in at number 6 is Carrollwood, one of the most underrated suburbs in Tampa. So Carrollwood just sits north of downtown, only about 15 to 20 minutes away. The homes here date from the 60s through the 90s, giving the area tree-lined streets, established neighborhoods, and a strong sense of permanence. So the home prices are often lower than newer master plan communities. The trade-off is older homes and fewer built-in amenities. So that's something you really got to think about. But if you really value the central access, the stability, and a lower stress daily routine, then Carrollwood quietly delivers. So what matters more, a shorter commute or a bigger home? Drop your answer in the comments. Coming in at number 5 is Lutz, not Lutz. Lutz offers a rare mix, newer developments, established neighborhoods, and even a semi-rural living, all within close proximity to Tampa. Home prices here range from the mid 400s to even the 700s. This area attracts young professionals, families, and buyers who want options rather than a one-size-fits-all type of suburb. The trade-off is that Lutz isn't master planned. There's less uniformity and fewer built-in amenities. But if flexibility matters to you, Lutz is a strong pick. Coming in at number 4 is Keystone, and this one surprises a lot of people. So Keystone offers larger lots, more privacy, and a quieter feel, while still being within about 30 minutes of most major Tampa destinations. So the home prices here, they range from the mid 400s into the 800,000s, and maybe a bit higher. So this attracts families and professionals who want space without high density living. The trade-off is convenience. You'll be driving for most of your errands, but for space and central access, Keystone quietly excels. Coming in at number 3 is Fishhawk, one of the most family-focused suburbs in the region. So Fishhawk is known for top-rated schools, trails, parks, and a strong sense of community. Homes typically range from the high 400,000s into the 6 and even 700,000s. Almost everyone is moving here is family, and most people stay long-term. Commutes into Tampa could reach 30 to 45 minutes, and nightlife is very minimal. But for schools and family living, Fishhawk is elite. Coming in at number 2 is South Tampa, including Hyde Park, Palmasea, and Davis Islands. This is where Tampa feels the most urban. You get walkability, you get waterfront paths, restaurants, coffee shops, and proximity to downtown. Prices start in the high 6 figures and quickly move into the $1 million range. The trade-offs are space, cost, and insurance considerations. But if lifestyle and convenience matter most, South Tampa delivers. Coming in at number 1 is Westchase. Westchase is the suburb every other community around Tampa gets honestly compared to. It's a fully built out master plan community with walkable town centers, parks, golf courses, strong schools, and a mature infrastructure. Homes here typically range from the low 500s into the 700s and sometimes even higher. So people move here for stability, resale value, and long-term livability. The trade-offs are older homes and stricter HOA rules. But if you want a proven community that simply works, then Westchase earns that top spot. Here's the real takeaway. There is no single best suburb for everyone, but there is a best suburb for your lifestyle. The biggest mistake people make isn't choosing the wrong suburb, it's choosing the right suburb for the wrong reasons. If you're thinking about moving to Tampa and want help narrowing this down to what actually fits you, drop a comment or reach out. I'm happy to help. And tell me, which suburb surprised you the most? So it's question time. I already told you at the beginning of this video, we were gonna have some questions. So question number 1, what is the best Tampa suburb for family and kids? Honestly, there's no really single best suburb for every family, but if schools and community matter most, Fishhawk and Westchase consistently rise to the top. Fishhawk is ideal for families who want trails, parks, and an A-rated school, while Westchase offers strong schools plus walkability and long retail value. Now, what I will say is keep an eye out for Wesley Chapel as well. A little bit north of Tampa, little commute's a little bit longer, but you get the same A-rated schools and great homes and communities and a lot of different amenities. And don't forget about Epperson either. Question number 2, what Tampa suburb has the shortest commute to downtown? That's a good one. If commute time is your top priority, Carrollwood and South Tampa are hard to beat. Carrollwood often puts you about 15 to 20 minutes from downtown, while South Tampa offers proximity plus walkability, but at the higher price point. So that's something you really need to think about. Question number 3, which Tampa suburbs are best for new construction? For brand new homes, Wesley Chapel, Epperson Lagoon, and Two Rivers offer the most options. Just understand that they're newer construction and often comes with longer commutes, construction zones, and higher CDD fees. So it's a lifestyle trade-off, but I feel like it's really worth it. Question number 4, where do people regret moving the most around in Tampa? Regret usually doesn't come from the suburb itself. It comes from a misaligned expectation. So people who move to fast-growing areas like Wesley Chapel or even Riverview often underestimate traffic and commute times. The key is choosing based on daily life, not just the price or the photos. Question number 5, what is the most underrated Tampa suburb on this list? I would say Carrollwood and Keystone are 2 of the most underrated. They don't get the hype of the newer communities, but they offer stability, space, and central access, which matters more the longer you live here. Trust me, traffic can be a bit of a pain. Question number 6, is Wesley Chapel really worth it? My answer, absolutely. Wesley Chapel can be worth it if you're flexible. It's great for newer homes and modern amenities, but traffic and construction can be really real at times. If you're patient and you don't need a fast commute, it can be a solid long-term choice. I personally love the fact that Wesley Chapel has so many different places to eat. We have movie theaters, you have an outlet, you have your own ice skating rink. I mean, we have the crates, which have a tremendous night lifestyle. And so a lot of Wesley Chapel is you basically don't have to even leave in order for you to enjoy the Tampa lifestyle. So I put Wesley Chapel really up there, but that's just me. Question number 7, which Tampa suburb is best for remote workers? Remote workers tend to do well in Epperson, Lagoon, Lutz, and in Keystone. These areas offer space, lifestyle perks, and less pressure around commute times, which matters when you're working from home. Question number 8, what's the best Tampa suburb for first-time homebuyers? That's a great question. So first-time homebuyers often start in Brandon, Riverview, or parts of Wesley Chapel due to affordability. Just be sure you're realistic about your commute times and future lifestyle needs as your situation changes. Question number 9, are HOA and CDD fees worth it in master plan communities? They can be if you actually use the amenities. In places like Epperson or Westchase, residents often feel the value, but if you don't use the pools, events, or the trails, those fees may feel unnecessary. My personal opinion, if I'm paying for it, I'm gonna be in there like swimwear. Question number 10, how do I choose the right Tampa suburb for me? It's a really good question. Start with how you actually live your daily life, not just price or rankings. Ask yourself this simple question. How important is your commute time? Do schools matter now or later? Do I want lifestyle amenities or quiet space? Am I buying short term or long term? The best suburb is the one that fits your priorities, not someone else's. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for staying tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, like this content, and share it with a loved one. It's super, super important. And if you're thinking about moving to Tampa and one of these neighborhoods really piqued your interest, please leave it in the comments or contact me directly. My number will be there somewhere, either here or up here or maybe on the side here. You'll find something. So give me a call. I would love to be a part of that journey of coming down to beautiful Tampa. Till next time, see you later.